Hi, welcome to Ranger Country. I'm Peter.
I'm Lawrence.
And we're here today to talk about the merits of these two little beauties, the Daystate Red Wolf and the Daystate Wolverine R. So, you'll immediately notice a couple of similarities between the two. Similar length. They both have the carbon fibre cylinder as well. So Lawrence, what would be the shot count on both these models?
So the Red Wolf here, you get about 420 in the 177 and about 500 in 2.2. And the Wolverine R, you get about 460 in the 177 and 500 in the 2.2.
500 shots.
500. That sounds to me like a whole tin of pellets.
That's a tin of pellets. 460, you're going to have a few left over when you're empty. But wow, 500. So how do we get that? How are they so efficient on the air?
Well, this rifle here, as some of you may know, this is the Red Wolf. It's a fully electronic rifle. So instead of any mechanism inside here, what you've got essentially is a control board, motherboard in here, with some solenoids and some electromagnetic trickery in here. That's what fires the rifle. Now that can be tuned as precisely as we want it to be to get that high efficiency and that high shot count.
When you say trickery, it's not really trickery, is it? These are some people come in. They come in the shop and they say, "Oh, I don't want to go anywhere near that electronic stuff. It's too complicated. It's too problematic." But it's not, is it?
It's not.
No, it's pretty much bomb-proof. There is a circuit board. I mean, on my next video, I'm going to do a complete strip down of this and show you exactly how they work, and the Wolverine. Basically, you've got a control board, you've got a switch, which is the trigger, you've got a switch, which is the cocking lever, and the safety just disengages the trigger. And to make it fire, you've got an electromagnet that fires the hammer, basically, and that's it. It's quite simple, very effective. These aren't... The Wolverine R is regulated, the humour regulator, isn't it?
Yeah, so the Wolverine R is just your standard mechanical rifle. You got your cylinder in there, air goes through into a regulator in here, lets out a metered amount of air. You've got a hammer spring and a sears from the trigger that release a hammer, releases that, the regulator fires it, and the air goes down the barrel. So very mechanical. Obviously it's a high end, but it's a very mechanical rifle.
So this one has a humour regulator fitted. So basically the technical side of that is that standardises the pressure available at the main firing valve across all pressures from the cylinder. Gives you a better shot count. The Red Wolf doesn't have a regulator. It's done electronically, and it uses its clever electronics to recognise how much air is in the cylinder, how much pressure, and to make that firing valve fire accordingly to get the required power. Very clever. It's all programmed in. We can adjust them slightly in the shop. We're a Daystate service centre. We have got the electronic programmers. We can get the factory figures from Daystate and check to see if they've changed at all or put them back to standard, tweak them a little bit. Very robust.
Yes.
Yeah. Now we find people buy the Wolverine because they love the guns, but they shy away from the electronics a little bit, don't they?
Yeah, we've certainly had that in the past, where we've had someone looking at them both, and they prefer the Wolverine because it's mechanical, it's engineering, it's belt and braces is what they're used to. Less
perceived problems. Yeah. But in reality, those perceived problems aren't real, are they? What do we get? You see, we have here in the Red Wolf, we have a standard gun stock. Pistol grip, adjustable cheek piece, and adjustable butt pad.
Yep, so both of the rifles have adjustable butt pads, but the Red Wolf on its own has an adjustable cheek piece. But you can raise that up and raise that down, so you can get your cheek to exactly where you need it to be on the stock.
Now this has got a built-in raised cheek piece, hasn't it? And that forms part of the thumb hole grip.
Yes.
And these are absolutely superb, aren't they? In the grip. I think people look at them on the wall and they say, "Oh no, that's too heavy," and you know, I don't like that one. And you just pass it to them, just out of interest, and they, "Oh, I do like that. That's very comfortable." You can either have a thumbs up position or you can have a thumb round the pistol grip. Superb.
Another part of that you just said is the beauty of these particular rifles. Is these ones have the carbon fibre highlight bottles. Now, what that does is it takes a lot of weight around. It takes a lot of weight out from the bottle area, from the front here. So that will reduce the overall weight of the rifle. What it'll also do is bring your balance point of the rifle further back. So it will feel less heavy in your hands here. It'll also feel less heavy in your hands here as well. That is also part of the reason that a lot of people feel comfortable with them.
Talking about the weight, the standard guns are only 3.5 kilos a piece, aren't they? Now we do the HP version, which is the high power version, which is a same gun, slightly tuned up higher, comes with a longer barrel, a 23-inch barrel, whereas these standard guns come with a 17-inch barrel. Now, in the Red Wolf, the HP versions, they are up to
about 80 foot-pound, I think.
In 3.0.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 2.5, they're 65.
Yeah.
You can get them at 65 again in 2.2 and 177 30, which is quite a lot for a 177, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd want to be on slugs with that.
Yeah.
The Wolverine, now that's not quite as high, is it, in the HP? On the 30 cal, that's 60 foot-pounds. 2.5, it's 50 foot-pounds. 2.2, it's 45, and 177, again, it's 30. So that's the HP versions. They are superb rifles. I know that you have a Delta, don't you, in 2.5?
Yeah.
We have a Delta in 2.5.
Yeah.
At 65 foot-pounds?
Yeah. So it's the Delta Wolf HP in .25. It's about 65 foot-pound.
Now, prior to that, you had the Pulsar, 2.2 in 35 foot-pounds. How does your Delta shoot compared to the Pulsar? 2.5 versus 2.2.
The difference between 65 and 35 foot-pounds. Obviously, these are on firearm certificate. The difference is massive. 65 foot-pounds is so usable.
It's flatter, isn't it?
Yeah,
I know that we found with your Pulsar, it flattened out the trajectory of a 2.2 considerably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes them a lot easier to shoot and quite versatile as well.
Now, in the standard gun, the power of the standard gun available for the Red Wolf, it's 45 in 2.5 and it's 45 in 2.2, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we're down to 18 in 177. That's again with a 17-inch barrel. With a Wolverine in 2.5 with 35 foot-pounds, 2.2 with 30 foot-pounds, and again 177 or 18, aren't we?
Yeah. So it's still reasonable power.
Very, yeah, definitely. Standard guns, I mean, most that we sell are 12 foot-pounds, aren't they?
Yeah.
We do stock just about the full range of HP versions as well, and we do sell quite a few of them. They are very popular. But the standard guns, absolutely superb. So, the Red Wolf runs on a rechargeable battery, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In the stock, in the pistol grip there.
So it's a 3-cell LiPo battery that fits in there. It's about there, and it plugs into the main motherboard through a cable that pokes out here. They are rechargeable, as we said. You get a little charging unit with it. All you do is you take that little faceplate open, take the battery out, and plug it into the charger.
Simple as that. I think you have to do that when you first take delivery of your rifle, don't you?
They recommend that, like anything.
Yeah. So what more can we say about them?
Well, they've both got side levers on the side here. The Red Wolves are very, very easily interchangeable from right-handed to left-handed. The Wolverines can be done, but it's more than just a 30-second job like the Red Wolf is. But we can do that, no problem.
Normally about 30 minutes in the workshop, I think that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
For us.
They've also got fully adjustable match triggers with adjustable for reach, and you can pivot them as well. The actual Red Wolf trigger unit is, like you say, it's a micro switch. So rather than a mechanical trigger with sears and that sort of thing, it's a micro switch in there that's also fully adjustable for weight.
Talking of triggers, I think triggers on a rifle are particularly important to get clean shots off. I know a heavy trigger, you end up pulling the rifle off centre, don't you? And you find your shots go everywhere. Indeed, most people, when they first pick up a Red Wolf, the first shot goes off downrange. They're obviously pointed downrange. They put the finger near the trigger and they capture the trigger and it's gone. And they say, wow. But after a magazine full of pellets, they're used to it. And it is absolutely sublime, isn't it? It is very light. It is very crisp.
Yeah. These are high-end rifles, so they are going to have really high-quality triggers. They're going to be very crisp, and they're probably going to be a bit lighter than most rifles that someone's perhaps used to. So certainly for the Red Wolf, it can come as a bit of a surprise.
I think that about wraps it up, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. As the difference between the two rifles?
Yeah, mechanical, electronic. So in my next video, we will be stripping down the workings of the gubbins, the workings of both rifles, show exactly how they do work. We'll try and dispel any myths and talk about that trickery.
Yeah, and we'll see that first person as well, won't we?
We will.
Brilliant.
Excellent. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and we'll see you in the next video.